Peter Diamandis. I'm a founder and partner of Bold Capital Partners. I'm the executive chairman, founder of the XPRIZE Foundation, executive founder of Singularity University, a bunch of books, and a 9-year-old kid trying to make a dent in the universe. My passion in space started in the 60s. I was a kid. Apollo program was going on, and I was absolutely sure that my destiny was heading to the moon and beyond. I grew up also in a medical family. My mom and dad expected me to become a doctor. I went to medical school ultimately to make them happy. And as I became involved in space as an entrepreneur, building rocket companies and satellite companies and the International Space University, I realized how slow the progress was in space, and that if I wanted to see my vision for space materialize, besides working harder, I'd have to live a lot longer. When I was in medical school, I remember watching this documentary on long-lived sea life, that certain species of whales, a bowhead whale could live 200 years, a Greenland shark could live 500 years and have babies at 200 years old. I remember thinking, if they can live that long, why can't we? I said, it's either a hardware problem or a software problem. So I've become enamored with extending the human health span, the idea that our greatest wealth is our health. It's the biggest business opportunity out there. And while space has gone on, and it's been extraordinary to watch Elon Musk and Richard Branson and Jeff Bezos do incredible, successful entrepreneurial ventures, the health world has been going the opposite direction. We've seen just the cost of health skyrocketing. We've seen the human lifespan sort of stagnate, at least in the United States. And it's really been this decade that I've really refocused my energy as an entrepreneur, as an investor, as a philanthropist, in really making a dent in the healthcare space. AI and computation, and what's coming soon, which is quantum computation, all of these things are going to help us understand this very complicated system we call human biology. The second thing is that we have these new set of biological tools, from CRISPR and gene therapy and stem cells, in all of these areas that are enabling us to take control of our human physiology. It's this decade that we have the tools to truly understand how to extend the healthy human lifespan, both from a data and computational standpoint, but also a biology standpoint. It's also during this decade that we're seeing a massive amount of capital being invested. It used to be that only the largest institutions and governments could actually do things like sequence a genome. It was $3 billion for the first genome. Now it's $200, in 7 hours. And all of these things are giving us the tools by which entrepreneurs can change the reality that our lifespan is at 80 or 90 and shift it towards a vision of maybe it's 120, maybe it's 150, maybe we're going to reach longevity escape velocity. There's a concept called longevity escape velocity that I love, and it's the notion that today, for every year that you're alive, science is extending your life for about a third of a year. Every year there's a breakthrough in cardiovascular or metabolic disease. There's going to be a point in the future that for every year you're alive, science is extending your life for more than a year. And that's called longevity escape velocity. So the question is, when might we have that? If you're in reasonable health and expect to be able to live an extra 20 years, can you keep yourself in great health to intercept those breakthroughs coming our way that might actually give you this longevity escape velocity? And for me, it's what drives what I eat, working out, getting enough sleep, being in the right mindset, taking the right supplements and medications to maximize my health span. For me, my goal is a multi-100-year lifespan. And I just think this is the most exciting time ever to be alive. We're on the verge of becoming a multiplanetary species. We're on the verge of beginning to understand the physics of the universe at a level and depth like never before. There's no way I can do a fraction of the things I want to accomplish in life. So I'm driven by that passion and being able to explore these futures. The world's about to get very different very fast, and it can scare some people, and I understand that. People like waking up in the morning and knowing the world was exactly as it was the night before. But in this period of rapid exponential growth, change is the only constant, and the rate of change is accelerating. And for me, I want to see it all as much as I can.